Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. We are going to talk about this Indiegogo campaign here, Hammerella Thundersmoke. Not Thunderstroke, which is what I thought it was for a long time, including when I backed it. I don't think I realized the name was not Thunderstroke until like March. Which ties in with the story I'm going to tell. And I might have told this story already on a video or something, but it's not the main story here. It's just kind of some context around why I think this campaign is being managed well, even though the book is late. Oh, the book's late? Yeah, the book's late. Estimated shipping, March 2021. Now, there's some reasons for that, like the book has grown. When you start adding more pages, so we're looking at 78 to 80 pages, so the book is not quite doubled in size. That's a lot of additions, which is super cool. You know, for 20 bucks, getting a 48-page book is kind of Getting 80-page book, though, now you're talking. All right, anyway, so my story is, back in March or something, maybe it was February, I reached out to Ryan on Twitter. I'm like, yo, man. It wasn't Twitter, I reached out to him, but that's where we ended up talking, was over Twitter. And I was like, yo, man, when are you shipping out the sketch cards, bro? And he was like, oh, yeah, I know, I should have done that already, because they had a different due date, if I remember right, than the book itself. And I'd kind of backed it because the due date or the delivery date was like, I think it was December of last year. Like, it was just a month after the campaign closed. I'm like, oh man, he's going to send out these sketch cards like right away. That'd be super cool. I backed this book twice. Once for myself to get the book, and once just at the sketch card tier to get a sketch card for my friend. As soon as I started talking to Ryan, he handled it all super professionally. I am extraordinarily satisfied with how all that went down. The communication was open, it was honest. There was no making excuses or nothing like that. It's like, yeah, man, we screwed up. If somebody can admit that to you, that gets a lot of goodwill, at least from me. So, why am I saying all this? Well, the book's late. It's supposed to come out in March. Let's see. April, May, June, July. We're going into August. So we're looking at least 5 months late from the March 2021 due date. Now, part of that is the book got bigger, so he's got to do more work. Looks like he's about halfway done. We went from 48 pages to 80. He's got 17 to 19 pages plus editing to do. So he's being open, he's being transparent. He's even talking about like the process. Like, I was having trouble drawing robots, so I made 3D models so I could have references. Lots of good stuff here. This is how you communicate to your audience. You treat them like equals. Because ultimately, we're all in this together. I want to see this book. I just can't make the book. So, he's got a bigger stake because he's got all the responsibility on him, and I've just like thrown him 20 bucks or whatever. But I'm in it to win it. Yeah, he should use that. Anyway, so now, not only is he giving us information, but he's eaten a little cost. I don't know how many backers he's got here. 140, it says. There were other tiers in the campaign. So let's say that, he sold like 200 of these, so he had to print up like 200 of these cards. Which, that's kind of a cool looking thing. I like the black dots. Like, this is very Kirby dot feeling. It appeals to my cosmic sensibilities, so I'm down with it. So everybody who backed the campaign, all physical backers will now receive, as part of their order, a new exclusive trading card. Ours created live on Dan Fraga's channel. He's seeing a little advertisement. See, this is how you sneak in plugs. During the Hammerella campaign, it depicts Hammerella flying through a Mobius-inspired landscape. From here on out, and we'll see how he does with this, from here on out I will do weekly updates, and I will share some non-spoiler art from the new pages as well. Thank you for your backing and patience. This is super professional, super open. He's not making, he says, but enough excuses, but he's not really making excuses. I guess to some extent he is, because he's telling you why. But it's not the kind of why, or like the whys, where it's like, oh yeah, I'm waiting on printer proofs, and it's 6 months after he first started talking about printer proofs. Like, those are excuses. These are reasons. Hey, this is what happened. Here's how we're fixing it. Let's move forward together. And I'm going to keep you in the loop more than I have been so you know what's going on. That's how you do it, Ryan. Um, it's a shame that the updates weren't already weekly. Like, that is, if I have to give you a criticism, that's probably the one I'll give you. And maybe weekly is a little ambitious, but, bi-weekly, I think we're getting like one a month here. Let's see, July, May, oh no, we're getting one every other month, it looks like. July, May, March, yeah. So maybe if it had been bi-weekly or even monthly updates, would have been better. You can update too often, too. I'm going to caution you about weekly updates if your weekly updates are empty. You've committed to a weekly update now, so you got to do it. Hopefully you have enough new non-spoilery art to include in that. But there you go. So this is great. I was just starting to wonder about the campaign, like, when am I getting this book? And then I saw the email from Indiegogo in my inbox, and I'm like, now I see what's going on. Communication is good. Being open is good. Being honest with how things are going is good. And Ryan Wynn, with this update, he's hitting all those check boxes. If every creator was this open, was this conscientious, and this, frankly, polite, Crowdfunds would have a much better reputation than they do now. Even if books are late, they would still have a better reputation. All right, you all take care of yourselves. You have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. Hope to see you again next time. Oh, my camera's upside down. That's kind of funny. Until then, bye-bye.